We started late because Tiana had a dress on and they said we got to sew Tiana up in the dress because it's a daytime talk show. So you can't have a lot of stuff showing on a daytime talk show. So when she walked out, I was like, bitch, I thought they were sewing your dress up. I was like, that all of that was showing. I said, this episode, it ain't even gonna air, Tiana. But she was so amazing. And Tiana is such a funny person because her face, you really got to see one battle after another because it's so daggone good. But she's got the face that it doesn't really show the emotion, but there's 100 things going on. You can tell with Tiana. And I think there's a lot of people that are going to get nominated. And I think, I didn't want to say it to her because when talk show hosts say, well, we think you're going to get nominated, it makes them all jittery. But I really think she's going to get some Oscar recognition in one battle after another. But when I saw it, I called her and I was like, did Aaron Pierre see all them things where you was licking faces and doing all of that stuff? She was like, yeah, girl, he all right. So, but it was good. I was glad. I love Tiana because I like people to see the silly side of her because she's really, even though she does all the stuff, which if you saw her do like Paris Fashion Week, where she came out and she did her choreography to Paris Fashion Week, Tiana has this stone face, but she's so funny and she's so playful. So when I first met her, or not met her, but when we first worked together, in Straw, I had never worked with Tiana before. And Straw, Tyler Perry works fast. So I did all my scenes in about 6 days. I think Taraji did hers in 5, and Tiana might have been 7 days. So you have to memorize a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. I memorized 20 or 30 scenes in 2 days. And the first scene that we had was Tiana, if you saw the movie, come into the bank, and she had to show me a picture of the police officer on the phone. And it just was a lot of stuff going on. So the door opens and Tiana says, Tyler Perry goes, action. And it was just a lot of stuff going on. Tiana had gotten there late because it took all that time to put that lip gloss on. So she got there, and the first thing, and then so she came, and somebody else is doing the lines, people running and screaming, and she goes, what's my line? I go, Heifer, I don't know your line. I'm trying to remember my line. So we going back and forth, and then I looked at her up and down. I go, who gave you yoga pants as a police officer? How you get to wear yoga pants? And I was like, why you wearing lip gloss? Why I don't have no lip gloss on? Because why I don't have lip gloss on and you got lip gloss? And who did your hair? They didn't put no bob on you? We were going back and forth, and then all you heard was Tyler Perry go, what is going on over there? And I said, how come I can't wear lip gloss as the bank manager, Tyler? And he was like, you better be glad I didn't name you Henrietta. Now go on back in there. Because if you saw Straw, Tiana was the sexiest police officer I ever saw in my daggone life. She came out of her little tight belt. She came out with her hair looking like she was a model. I said, girl, who you gonna hit? All right. So I'm really glad that she came by to see the show. The next one, I think we're waiting for Mr. Katt Williams. Katt is coming. I don't know what he's going to say because he always says something really, really good. So we're waiting for him. And I'm going to try to get Katt to do a TikTok with me. He don't do TikToks. He don't do TikToks too much. Because I asked him, because Katt and I have been friends for almost 27 years, I think. And y'all don't even know this. We used to go to church together. And Katt would do stand-up. Yes, he would. He would, Marco. Katt would do stand-up comedy at churches. See, and y'all laugh, but seriously, and he would get standing ovations. And so when we were all struggling comics, that's how we all started, all struggling comics. Jamie Foxx, Katt, everybody. There was a restaurant in LA. You could get a free meal, but it was church folks that went to the restaurant. So you could get a free meal if you did stand-up. So we was always there. Katt was always there. I was always there. But you had to be very, very clean. You couldn't be because it was all church folks. And when I tell you, all the other comics had a hard time being clean, but Katt would go in there and do 30 minutes. They fed him all the oxtails. And he would do those churches, and they would book him to do churches. And so I always go, Katt, I know you do the arenas. Now he's doing big arenas, and, he does what he does. But I'll tell you, if you ever get to see Katt at a church, he will have you on the floor with his material. So I said to him, I think I was in Oklahoma. He was doing it. Sometimes I'll fly out to see him. And I said, Katt, I need you to come on my show. And he said, okay, ma'am, you need me to you need me to come on your show. And I said, I need you. He said, well, in that case, I'm going to come. And I didn't think he was going to do it. And he called the next day and they booked him on the show. So he left from he did stand up yesterday. He left yesterday after he got done doing his stand up to come here, and he's flying out to go back to another state. So when you have friends like that, it's so important to have your friendships and really commit to them and be intentional. My friends ride with me since I was in 6th grade. That's my friend. So I'm so thankful for them for coming out in the middle of their tour and them doing a movie and all of that stuff to sit on the couch with me because he knew that I needed him for premiere week. So I don't know who those of you who are coming back, but Katt will be here. I'm gonna give him a birthday gift. I don't know what I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna go out there and run and find something at the store real quick. Because he said, ma'am, when I was here last year, you forgot my birthday. So I'm gonna get him a gift. Like what you just saw? Well, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Hit the bell to subscribe right now.